Love's for beginners, ain't no winners. It slips through your fingers, I ain't telling no lies. So F all the drama, F the karma. Just do what you wanna, promise you got time. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say what you need to. Don't let them put you down. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being no one's mama, yeah, do yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Come get your future, know you wanna. She'll never betray ya, she ain't telling no lies. So break the glass ceiling, find your meaning, make truth out of dreaming, yeah. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being no one's mama, yeah, do yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say what you need to. Don't let them put you down. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being no one's mama, yeah, do yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life.
Question. Did you get a chance to meet with the royal family? And if not, how was it like having them there in the building?
Jesus, Mary, and Joseph?
The Prince and Princess of Wales.
Oh, no, I did not. I'm only familiar with one royal family. I don't know too much about that one.
Everyone, happy Saturday. How's everyone doing today? Can everyone hear me? Are we good with sound? Let me know how we are with sound before we continue. And don't forget to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe. Almost at the end of February. Can you believe it? So much has happened already. Not even halfway through the year yet, guys. Wow. Okay. Just give me a sec to tinker around my computer. I was absolutely determined to do a podcast today, even though I was feeling lazy. Okay, you can hear me. Fantastic. Right, let's see who's in the chat today. Hi, Church Nelly. Hi, Lorna. Palana's here. Hi, CZQ. Hi, Girl Lewis. Greetings to you too. Hi, Donna. Yeah, that intro video never gets old. Do you know what's so embarrassing? That female journalist, not only did she ask him about Kate Williams, she also asked the other football player as well. And all of the other journalists, yeah, Levy, yeah, he did not. All of the other journalists were asking really good questions. So that was a little bit embarrassing. Anywho, quite a lot to get through today. So let's move straight on with it. Welcome, everyone. Right. First things first. Yeah. All right. Actually, first things first, with moi life updates, I got a new tattoo today. The pictures do not do it any justice, but it's 2 butterflies surrounded by stars. And I was just, well, actually, I've been planning on getting this tattoo for a while, but I thought, let me treat myself to something today. And I got a new tat. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all have any tattoos? I think this is like my, see, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5th tattoo. And there's a couple more that I want to get, but pretty small ones. I'm not going to get anything major, but I wanted something cute and feminine on my shoulder blades, for when on my collar. Is that shoulder blade? Or, no, your collarbone. On my collarbone for when I wear like off the shoulder dresses. So that's what I was doing today. Okay, in royal news, we have a couple of new appearances from Harry coming up very soon. So there's going to be a questionnaire video with him and Stephen Colbert. So this was shot back when he did the actual show with Stephen, but it just wasn't released. So I believe that comes out on the 28th, if I'm not mistaken. So there's that. And then also, coming on the 4th of March, we have Prince Harry with Dr. Gabor Mate, who also has a book coming out. So this is an online ticketed event. You can oh, thank you so much for Kathy G for being a member for 13 months. Amazing. Thank you, Kathy G. Thank you very much. Thank you to all members who support the channel. But yeah, that is going to be a ticketed event. If you go to the Prince Harry Memoir website, you can buy your tickets there. And I believe the ticket also comes with the book. Looking at the website, I don't think you can actually buy it without the book. But hey ho, you're gonna get a ticket to the live event. And I believe recording is strictly prohibited, but I'm pretty sure people are gonna try and record it and take pictures as well. I'll definitely be trying to take screenshots at least. And I think it's only about an hour long. So let me just grab the link from the website, just for those of you who haven't seen it yet. And yeah, I'm pretty sure you can buy tickets whatever part of the world you are. They've got like tickets to the UK, US, Canada, and then also international as well. So let me just grab the link and I'll post that for you all. So go and grab your tickets, and don't worry if you can't come to the event. Of course, I will do because of course I'm going. Of course, I will do a rundown of the event for you and let you know what was said. But they're basically just talking about mental health and healing and trauma, and all the things related to Harry's book. Cinderella, you don't have any tats. You're happy as a few. Oh, thank you so much, Karen. Yes, I can't wait to wear all my off-the-shoulder dresses. Tony, yeah, something small and meaningful. I think it's always nice to get something meaningful, especially if it's going to be on your skin permanently and everybody sees it. Clara, you love the butterflies and had planned on getting one for your ankle and then chickened out. I actually have a turtle on my ankle because it was the first sea creature I saw when I went diving. That's why I got a turtle. Clara, how much is a ticket? Well, I can actually, if I go to the website now, I can go through some of the prices. I think it started from about $33 for the US. Let me open the site now. Okay, so you buy it from Eventbrite. Yeah, so they start from $33. And you can either get, let's have a look. Just open it up. Okay, so just the event and a copy of Spare is $33, and then it goes up to $60 if you want the event ticket, a copy of Spare, and a copy of Dr. Gabor's book, which is The Myth of Normal. So those are the prices for the tickets. Right, so that's that. Maureen, you got your ticket, fantastic. Oh, Karen, you got a rose on your shoulder after your mum. That is so sweet. Yeah, I will definitely be doing an event, a review of the event, guys and dolls. So don't worry if you can't go. 'Cause I think it's only like an hour chat. I wish they would have just had tickets if you just wanted to attend and without the book, because most of the squad anyway have a copy of the book. Right, so that's that. Next thing. Right, next thing. The ancestors have had enough, everyone. The ancestors have had enough. Lorraine Kelly was sent home from ITV. She came down with some kind of unknown illness. And then Bethany Frankel, our favorite Meghan hater, she broke down in tears online after discussing her health battle with POTS, which caused her to gain 4 pounds in 3 days. Listen, I don't wish bad on anyone, but if you are going to speak ill on others, you're going to wish bad on yourself. And it is starting to become really weird that almost everyone who has said something mean or unnecessarily mean about Meghan and Harry, something is happening to them. Like, it's literally a trend now. You would think that they learned at this point, just leave our girl alone. You cannot attack someone like that constantly who's never done anything to you. You're literally just jealous of this person. They're minding their own business. Never have you on their list, but you always have theirs on yours. And such is the desperation to put Meghan in any headline, you have things like this. Denise Richards celebrates 52nd birthday near Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's home. And as this squaddy joked about on Twitter, she said, editor, Hannah, you need to write an article about Harry and Meghan. Hannah, there's nothing new to say about them. Editor, find something, anything. Hannah, okay. And this is what Hannah found. Hannah Watkin. Inserting Harry and Meghan's name in an article about Denise Richards celebrating her birthday. And you know, by near Harry and Meghan's home, probably talking like 100 kilometers. Mental. Over in the United Kingdom, no oranges on the shelves. So they're saying that the fruit and vegetable shortages could last for about another month. They are blaming this primarily on climate change and the environment. They're not blaming it at all on Brexit. I think it's probably a mixture of different factors, but it's interesting that, you know, you've got pictures coming in from mainland Europe, other countries, where the shelves are full and they have got no problems. Somehow it's just the UK. And this person posted, this is from Byline Times. There was an item on French news yesterday that gave an overview of the reporting of the veg shortage in the UK. It was presented as an example of how the British press is not free and controlled by government cronies and non-dom owners. The UK has a captive population. No lies detected. And it's actually mental. Because we hail ourselves as, you know, what a stable, free, open democracy should look like. And we have a press that is so controlled. And then you've got lovely people like this government minister. He said that people struggling to afford meals should work more hours. People who can't eat should just work more. I believe this is actually the same lady who said to nurses, if they didn't like the conditions, that they should just leave the profession. And go where, ma'am? And what money are you spending to train more nurses? Because you've got Australia trying to grab your nurses, literally bragging about how they're going to steal nurses from the UK because there's better pay and better work conditions and better quality of life. A whole mess. Right, to your comments before we get into the next part. Make sure you hit that thumbs up button and subscribe if you're just entering the chat, folks. Yeah, comments on a roll. Oh, Jesus. Kathy G, it's very rare to gain weight with POTS. Oh. Yes, LA, hate will mess with your health. I mean, a lot of these people do not look well. Hate just consumes you. Yes, Mary H. Karma is busy. Rochelle, we need a list of names of all karma events. I might just do a whole video on this because it's starting to get quite creepy. Raboni, as the vegetables are not good anyway. In no time they're spoiled. I've never shopped at Asda, so I wouldn't know. But thanks for letting us know. Yes, Marianne, if they can't afford bread, why not buy cake? Let them eat cake. Preferably jubbly cake with red, white, and blue icing. Right, on to the next thing. Let's see here. This, my friends, is the face of a woman who went on a royal tour and nobody paid attention. So Edwina and Sophie have actually been to the Cayman Islands for a tour. Why, I don't know. They already went on tour for the Jubbly. Would they not have made this part of the tour for the Jubbly? Or on tour again? For what? I don't know. Anyway, Sophie and Edward flew to the Cayman Islands for a tour this week. They've literally been there all week and I can't find any photo agency covering the tour at all. The only people photographing them are the British embassies and the Cayman government. So even the Royal Rota could not be bothered to go. Part of this is about controlling the message, of course, but part of it is that they're really making the British taxpayer pick up the tab for their Caribbean vacations, I mean tours. And then they're not opening anything up to the international media. So is this a new model for how the Windsors do foreign tours now that King Charles is in charge? No media tours with tightly controlled imagery from the government. That's just political propaganda. I mean, it always was, but now even more so. And this is from Kaiser from Celebrity. Last year, ahead of the Queen Elizabeth Jubilee, various Windsors were sent around the Commonwealth nations to celebrate Liz's platinum year on the throne. Prince William and Kate were sent to the Caribbean on what became one of the funniest flop tours of all time. Their tour was full of tone-deaf colonist imagery, chain link fences, Kate backing away from black people, and the then Cambridges getting fired live on camera in Jamaica. It was glorious. Indeed, it was. My favorite part was the colonizer cosplay rolling around in a Jeep. That was my favorite part. Then, just a few weeks later, Sophie and Edwina were sent to the Caribbean too. Remember when they gave a picture of themselves to one of the officials and the look on his face? The Wessexes made a big deal about how they wouldn't F it up, and then you guessed it, they flopped too. Indeed. Oh, can we just put an end to these royal tours? They're completely unnecessary. And it's true that they really just go for a quick holiday in the sun at the expense of the British taxpayer. You had William and Kate scuba diving. I learned nothing about, I mean, presumably that was something to do with the environment. I learned nothing about, nothing of substance. I just saw pictures of them doing scuba diving. Now, if that was Harry and Meghan, you would have had experts talking about what they're doing for the environment there, learning about the sea life. You would have had resources, the local people who are on the ground, local environmentalists that are on the ground. You know how Harry and Meghan roll. But with Kate and William, it was just, let's just go scuba diving. No impact at all. Right, let's look at your comments. Now, why enjoy? Does anyone at a major publication actually connect the dots on the lies of Brexit and the reality now? Some do. You know, you have a couple stories here and there, mostly in the more, left-leaning publications like The Guardian, but mostly in the most of the tabloid press in the UK, no. They're trying to steer clear of it because they're the ones that pushed Brexit in the first place. Alright, start growing your own vegetables. Well, those of you who were following me back when I was still in the UK, the summer before last, when I was still possibly considering staying, I actually went out and started to buy all the gardening equipment, all the seeds. All of my friends thought that I was completely mad. Like, they actually joked, "What are you, preparing for the Hunger Games?" Yeah, well, now look what's happening. You haven't even got vegetables on the shelf. So I agree with you, Clara. I'm a big time prepper. I believe in all that stuff, being self sufficient, and just preparing for times where you may not have things at hand. So yeah, grow your own food, learn to store your own food, learn to be more self sufficient. 100%. I actually wrote a prepper guide some time ago. I'm sure it's in the links somewhere if you look for it. Janine, is it your bedtime? Just close your eyes. I won't put that picture back on the screen, promise. Trader CC, you said Bethany Frankel will let Trevor, the ex of our fave, toss her, then marry another woman, and then blamed our fave. Her own ex custody court case and her daughter was just a bigger mess. Yeah, I really think that she tried to get in with Trevor just so she could get dirt on Megan, and it didn't work. Yes, Alja, the difference is that Harry and Meghan meet all types of groups and do meaningful work. All right, on to the next thing. Harry popped up again. So a Miss Nabi Hassayed, who is the CEO of Markup, posted this on her story. She said, also credit to Marcy Cleary for getting this photo because I had no idea the Zoom was being recorded to play later. So this was part of the NAACP Awards. Now the Artwell are giving them a grant for anyone who's I think it's working in the digital space to create equality in the digital space. So last year they gave it to Sophia Noble, and this year they've given it to this lady here. So congratulations to her. And Harry popped up on a Zoom call to congratulate her personally. I have no video of this at the moment, but hopefully we should get some soon. So Archwell continues its great work, as we know they are always doing in the background, even when they're silent. And yeah, obviously Harry's appearance on the 4th is going to come up soon as well. So hopefully I can get video of this Zoom call soon as well. Right. In the UK, it has now come out that Camillas Grandchildren will be part of the coronation. Camillas Grandchildren to start in the King's blended family coronation. You know why it makes me itch that they use the word blended family. Anyway, in the article it says the Queen's grandchildren. Yeah, this is another thing. Now we're calling Camilla the Queen. It is now official. They're calling her the Queen. Camilla's grandchildren will have a prominent official role in the coronation, and Prince George is also set to feature in the service in 2 significant breaks with royal president. In a bold move, Charles and Camilla have decided that their grandchildren, who have long been shielded from the limelight, will be included in the ceremony at Westminster to signal their closeness to Charles and his consort. So basically, in other words, Archie and Lily don't matter, if they ever have, because Charles was willing to let those kids be in the face of danger with everything that was being levied against Harry and Meghan, the hatred from the press and the crazies that read the press. And now they are putting Camilla's grandchildren front and center. Truly shameful. And yes, the press will now refer to Camilla as Queen Camilla, as opposed to Queen Consort. And that was always the aim. And even Harry said that in his book. That was always the goal. I think that we need to make a big fuss about Diana on May 6th. Because it's really going to be something watching Camilla get that crown on her head. In other news, Charles has also been lined up to meet the European Commission President, Ursula von der Leyen. I don't know why Charles is meeting her. I thought that royals were meant to stay out of politics, but he is. I don't know why Rishi Sunak isn't taking this meeting. We're still in the middle of negotiations with Brexit. I just don't think that it's right of Charles to be taking any such meetings. I don't know what qualifications he has to be taking such big political meetings while we're in the middle of Brexit negotiations, when all this time we were told that the royals had nothing to do with that whatsoever and that they were staying neutral. But there he is. He's going to go take the meeting. Maggie, you said no vegetables until after the coronation. No one can use them to pelt during a certain upcoming parade. Just thinking. Yeah, it's all a conspiracy to stop people from throwing vegetables and eggs. Oh, you guys just crack me up. But honestly, like, let them keep doing these type of selfish things and think that people won't notice. Lightside, you said these people will regret treating Harry and Meghan like dreaded stepchildren. Yes. But you know, right now they're too much in their egos. And you would think, after the way Camilla was dragged for having that lunch with Jeremy Clarkson before he posted that disgusting article, that they'd pull it back a little bit. But nope. Yes, please, people, pull out the Diana face masks at the coronation. In other news, so remember that they lied and said that Harry and Meghan were going to file a lawsuit against South Park. Well, here's the lawsuit that they were so desperate for. South Park lawsuit. Warner Brother Discovery sues Paramount Global over licensing dispute. There's your lawsuit. British tabloids. Karma striking again. Vargas, I hope Twitter lights up with Diana tributes all day long during the coronation. Yes, I actually think that. I mean, I know that the squad will have Archie trending, and I'm sure that squad community or one of the big platforms will start some kind of fundraiser, as we always do. But I think that we should definitely also honor Diana that day, for sure. Yes, H Knight, corrupt Chuck is at it again. Right, on to the next thing. William. Our hero William has vowed to play a significant role in ending homelessness. Does anybody have any ideas for William on how we can possibly end homelessness? Does anybody have any ideas for the British taxpayer that pays for 4 houses for the Cambridges or now the Welleses? How we can end homelessness in the United Kingdom? What would that £100 million a year we pay to keep the royals afloat with the wealth they already have? Does anyone at all, have any ideas for William how we can end homelessness? You just can't make it up, can you? Yeah, Jalen, let people live in the palaces. There's a good idea. Oh, you even say. Why Android? Wait, a smile and a wave can't fix it? Yes, we should all just give a smile and a wave here and there, and that will fix homelessness.
I'm sorry we can only come and give words and comfort, but we are thinking about you the whole time and we really care about what's going on. So
sometimes it's that's more than financial.
Yeah. Well, if we can give you the odd smile here and there, that's important. So, you know.
And with that, the homeless crisis was dealt with. All it took was a smile and a wave here and there from our future king. Yeah, Mary Cat, make one of the houses into a shelter. The thing is, you couldn't even do that because, I mean, technically you could, but even when people get put into housing for homelessness, you know, they still have to go to the job center to get help, you know, with their interview skills and, you know, going to interviews and, you know, so where these palaces are, it would just be very inconvenient. So what people need is the investment money for more um, beds and units to house homeless people in places that are convenient and they can get access to resources like the job center, to counseling and you know, rehabilitation and all of those things that people need when they're going through homelessness. Yes, Mad Wilson, that is true. The Queen tried to use poverty fund to heat back Buckingham Palace, and ministers were asked if money that was earmarked for schools, hospitals, and low-income families could be used to meet the soaring fuel bills in 2010. That is 100% true. Vargas, thank you so much for the super sticker. Much, much appreciated. Thank you. Oh, and also thank you to Miss Francisca Wilson, Sylvia Filda, and Maureen Reed for the coffees and PayPal. Much appreciated also. Yes, Jayla, we covered that just now. We covered Camilla's grandkids having a role at the coronation. You just missed it. Watch from the beginning and just put the speed up like ×2. All right. Only other thing I wanted to say, completely non-royal related, but good news nonetheless. Harvey Weinstein has been sentenced to 16 years for his crimes. Quite frankly, I think he should get more, but he will probably die in prison. And R. Kelly has been told to serve extra prison time following his latest abuse conviction. Paris Hilton actually recently came out and spoke about Weinstein and said that he pursued her into a bathroom at Cannes when she was 19 and bellowed, "You want to be a star?" So being a wealthy, famous woman does not exempt you from being chased down by these wealthy, powerful men who want to abuse their power and use it to lure in young women who are simply trying to make a career for themselves. And it's really upsetting. One of the things that made me really mad about some of the rhetoric surrounding Me Too was, oh well, you know, these actresses and these models and whatever, just, you know, they sleep around to make it to the top, and it completely absolves these abuses, the fact that they actually wield their power and their position. It is almost impossible, I think, to be a woman in show business in Hollywood and not encounter some kind of abuse or harassment. And that is something that the entire industry should be ashamed of, and they're not. And it's something that as a society we shouldn't tolerate, whether it's in show business or in the normal workplace. If there was actually any justice, I think there would be a hell of a lot more people in jail, like probably half of Hollywood. But I hope this serves as at least some kind of example that sometimes the law does do its job, and at least some powerful people do get what's coming to them, even though it's after a long time. And with that, I will take your comments, and then yeah, I think Baron is actually on now. If you're about to go on, so you can head over to Baron if you'd like. But that is all from me today. Thank you everyone for coming as always, and everyone for your generous donations. Much appreciated. Yes, Kathy G. We need to take the money given to the royals and invest in social programs. That is exactly what we need to do. Oh, I didn't actually. I was going to show you the unseen Diana pictures. They were actually released, I believe, by William. Trying to use his mother as a shield. I don't think it's going to work. Listen, everybody says that Harry is Diana's son, and you see it and you feel it. William has betrayed his mother, taking the side of the establishment, trying to get his mother's interview erased from history, calling her paranoid. So releasing cute pictures, especially at a time like this, I don't really think that helps Charles, actually. Because I'm pretty sure on Charles's side, they're doing everything to just erase Diana's memory right now. But yes, there were pictures released of Diana holding William as a baby. All right, who's going to get the last word of the day? Oh, thank you so much, Lightside. Yeah, BC, I'm sure there's so many other victims that were just scared to speak out, but I'm sure that they are having a sigh of relief that these two individuals get some justice. Thank you so much, Kim Peaches. Yes, thumbs up, please, on your way out. Much appreciated. Yes, cookies and cream. Please don't forget that Harry will be on Colbert this Tuesday. All right, well, Android, I'm going to give you the last word of the day. They never got it. Never. You can't replace charisma by ignoring it and hoping boring shines brighter. Amen to that. And with that, my lovelies, I will see you tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Love you lots. Ciao.
Love's for beginners, ain't no winners. It slips through your fingers. I ain't telling no lies. So F all the drama, F the karma. Just do what you wanna. Promise you got time. Be you and keep looking forward. Don't you look backwards and you'll be fine. Come through and say what you need to. Don't let them put you down. Baby, let me tell you what it feels like. Being independent, no trouble inside. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Let me tell you what it feels like. Being whose mama, yeah, treat yourself right. It's like magic, living like a bad bitch. 'Cause baby, you deserve the best in life. Come get your future. Know you wanna, she'll never betray ya. She ain't telling no lies. So break the glass ceiling, find your meaning, make